Kevin
Welcome
McCullough.
back. Just a few more minutes with Judy Pino from the Independent Women's Voice, which is another subdivision of the Independent Women's Forum and organization. They have so many things that they focus on and so many things that they're doing, and we're grateful for all of them that come here and talk to us. One of the things I did, Judy, through the last 4 years was I purposefully had Independent Women's Forum on every single week to talk about the multifaceted impact of how women were viewing their lives. And I think it worked. I think that we had women this go around voting on a wide swath of issues, and the kind of one note pony that Kamala Harris wrote in on of saying, it's about abortion and we've got to get Roe v. Wade codified into federal law. That just didn't seem to materialize in terms of substantive support for her, even in the female vote. Donald Trump did better with women than any Republican in the modern era. And I think it was largely because he was talking to them where they were living. What was your observation after all the dust settled?
Yeah, you hit it on the nose. An independent women's voice, an independent women's forum, like we say, all issues are women's issues. And to just make women about abortion, again, completely disconnected, because we care about so many issues. We care about our retirement. We care about being able to have our jobs. We care about being able to have our businesses, especially Latina women. You know that they are so entrepreneurial. They start businesses way more than any other nationality, but they have so much trouble getting loans and things like that. So we need government out of the way. I think Trump understood that, and of course, the whole gender ideology thing, getting men into women's bathrooms. And a big issue for us has been, men in women's sports. It just doesn't jive with the Latino community. And President Trump really hit that hard. He knew that these are the issues that Latinos and Americans, right? All Americans, all of us, Latinos included, really cared about. And that's what drove them towards the right. And it's going to continue to drive them towards the right if the Republicans continue doing or follow the playbook that President Trump followed.
Well, one of the things that he's going to probably take action on quickly is this issue of mass deportation. And I know that the media has done what it can to kind of scaremonger people into thinking that he's going to be knocking on, average Latino families' doors and saying, get out, you're gone. How is that entire issue being interpreted by the people that voted for him? And do you fear that there's going to be some sort of negative repercussion if he follows through on that?
Listen, this is one issue that we can no longer whistle past the graveyard, right? It's an issue that can no longer be ignored, or the ball being passed around back and forth, party to party, using it as a weapon for to garner votes.
I mean, there's 20 million people that are here that weren't there before. And by the way, many of them aren't Hispanic. So, finding the people that have come in the last 4 years, to me, the priority seems to be get the criminals and the people that we know are not healthy for our society. They're the first ones that got to go.
And Latinos, I think, understand that. But we really need to drive that message, because the left is doing a really good job of driving the opposite message. I actually got a phone call from my daughter, who's a 15-year-old high schooler. And she says, Mommy, my friend wants to ask you a question. And the girl gets on the phone and says, I hear that President Trump is going to deport people. Who is he going to deport? Is he going to deport my family? And I said, no. We're not doing that. We are deporting criminals, people who are doing harm to this country, and people who have not, they're not good for society. They're not growing our wealth, are not serving the way that we should serve. So there is concern at all levels, Kevin, and it cannot be ignored. We really do need to counter the narrative of the left on this one.
Well, we're probably going to have our first Latino Secretary of State. We've got a very young cabinet that looks like it's forming quickly. And what I love about the president's cabinet is it kind of looks like America. He's going to have lots of women, lots of people of different backgrounds. They're going to be young, and they're going to be aggressive in what they implement in terms of the America First agenda. And I can only hope that they have as much success with that as possible. Marco Rubio, I think, is going to be a tremendous asset to the State Department, though, and we'll see how he goes. Any final thoughts about where this all heads for the next 2 years?
listen, President Trump has the momentum behind him. He's got the support. I think he's putting the right people in place, a younger, more dynamic, diverse cabinet that I think that they're ready to rock and roll. I'm especially interested in seeing what Elon Musk is going to bring to the table. That should be interesting. And so I think everybody's excited, Kevin. So I look forward to talking more about this with you.
Yeah, we'll do it. All right, Judy Pino, thank you for your stopping by to see us. We appreciate it, and come on back anytime.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stick around for more of That Kevin. Next, That Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.